Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. Each week, Big Brother host Julie Chen Moonves will weigh in on the latest events inside the house. This week, she reacts to Lisa's blindside, Angela's behavior in the house, and people not campaigning to stay after losing the BBAI competition. Also make sure to read our exit interview with Lisa. Even after all the drama that Angela created, Lisa was voted out almost unanimously. What led to her demise in the game? Julie Chen Moonves. Bottom line is the house felt Lisa was a tougher competitor to beat, so they had to evict her over Angela. Lisa seemed absolutely shell-shocked by her ouster. What sort of vibe did you get from her as you all chatted right outside the house? Before the interview began, we sat in silence as we broadcast what was happening in the house. I watched her visibly thinking to herself, how could this be? And her facial expressions showed me she was piecing things together in complete astonishment. She said, "What a bunch of lying-ass people," quietly to herself as she shook her head. I could literally see the wheels turning in her head and her eyes darted around as she seemed to replay conversations she must have had with others in the house. It was tough to watch, and my heart felt for her. We saw Angela imitate Lisa's walk and repeatedly call her a twit, but then deny that she was bullying her. What's your take on Angela's behavior towards Lisa in the house? She did not appear to be taking your "love one another" advice to heart. Because I saw Angela get emotional in the diary room referring to her elementary school days feeling like a loner on the outside, I couldn't help but think simply, hurt people, hurt people. It doesn't make it right, but it does explain why we must love one another. Words hurt, and can cut so much deeper than you think. Julie, why are these people who don't win in the BBAI arena not using the time you give them before the vote to campaign to save themselves? Honey, I wish I knew. I have the same question, my friend. Here's my educated, or maybe uneducated, guess. This week, it was probably because Angela felt like she was a goner and that it would be useless to campaign, while Lisa must have felt there was no need to because of the so-called plan she referred to in her plea speech. As for last week, I think because it was the first live eviction show, it is a brand new experience for everyone, and early on we often see a herd mentality dominate the game, so no one budged. No one wanted to break out of the pack and look desperate, needy, or shady and pull someone or a group of people into a separate room. Pulling one person can only do so much, and pulling a group of people sends a signal that says, I know you're all in an alliance. That's risky and bold. Plus, sometimes people feel it's easier to go along to get along rather than stick their neck out.